Archbishop Thabo Makgoba is a member of the National Church Leaders Forum, and the forum recently held a prayer session for the new government. In a wide-ranging interview, Makgoba teased out some of the issues he feels need addressing in the country. He says the closing of ranks over the Phala Phala matter is a great pity and an indictment.
I want the Phala Phala matter as in the issue of Zizi Kodwa that you've mentioned, as in the case of Mapisa Ngakula, to be put on the table, to be concluded, because we've heard snippets of information in terms of that. So we don't know what is true and what is not true. And if we are to maintain the morals standards in the country, each one of us should not be above the law, and it needs to be concluded. Where it is, it has left many questions than answers.
Makgoba wants Ramaphosa to be bolder in this 7th administration.
I would like to see the president having less commissions, or if he has made a commission, the time frames must be very short, and the outcomes must be seen to be addressed. I mean, one of them is the Zondo Commission. I think the Zondo Commission spent a lot of millions, some of them as somebody that is so passionate about school, toilet infrastructure. I sometimes feel I could have taken the bulk of that money to go and build school toilets, and we could have at least done something rather than focus on the problem. But if he can ensure that within his administration, those that he's appointed and their subcommittees can really ensure that moral compass is not something that we talk about, that corruption is addressed, because corruption steals from the poorest of the poor.
And he has called for a stable government of national unity.
I hope we won't have what we experienced in Ekurhuleni previously, where we have a revolving door, and the door will revolve this way, the mayor will be in, and it will revolve that way, the speaker will be out, and then the people were suffering, and we just were experiencing this revolving door of changes in political organization and arrangement instead of serving the people. But I wish them well. I really am hopeful, and I wish them well, and I hope they will surpass their political nuances and stances and manifestos.
Makgoba says the religious sector looks forward to participating in the national dialogue on the future of the country.
We're saying the talk should be deeper. The talk should be, how do we look at intergenerational wealth that other people have amassed, and how do we look at debilitating poverty for those that are excluded from the economy, and what are some of the solutions that are, at least biblical for me, that are fair, that are not about individual amassing so much wealth, but they are about serving the common good so that all South Africans flourish. Not those that are connected to political parties or connected to these wealthy individuals.
Makgoba says voters must not be blamed for the electoral outcome, but they should be congratulated for expressing their will. Ulilani Philip, SABC News, Cape Town.